we have arrived at the last mission required to start the heist, and that is the unmarked weapons. This one will come in two flavors. Either you will go to a building and go into an office that looks exactly like your CEO's office, kill some guards that are in there, and then raid the safe, or we do a Merryweather mission, and that should set off an alarm bell. If it says Merryweather, you switch lobbies until it doesn't. This Merryweather mission will involve chasing helicopters across the entire map. It's going to be much quicker to change lobbies until you get something else, even if you have to do it 6 or 7 times. So with Merryweather out of the way, that brings us to the ones we want to accept, and we still want to pay attention to the name, because if we see Schlongberg Sachs, which I guess is GTA Goldman Sachs, we may want to avoid taking the roof. And I will show you why. But we'll go over one of the others first, which will either be 707 Vespucci or Penrith. We're going to go to Penrith this time, but Vespucci is effectively the same. They have a roof that is nice and easy to land on, and it's easy to leave via the roof as well. Now the great thing about these is that the carpet is flammable, so you know where we're going with this. If you're impatient, it is really easy to just run through with an automatic weapon and to clean the place out, but if you've got an extra few seconds, it's fun to throw an old molly and see what happens. You want to make your way through to the desk, and you want to go to where the hidden safe is. You can ignore the person in the bedroom if you want, they'll actually stay in there.
If you have trouble opening it, check for their computer, probably remote system.
And then we play the mini-game where you have to find the number that's highlighted in red within the jumble. And now you can open up the vault and take the weapons out. When you exit through the elevator, be sure to choose the roof. But let's see what happens when we get the old Schlongman Sachs. The reason this one is not ideal is because the roof is sort of annoying. It's pretty hard to land the Sparrow, and when you do land it, it takes you a little extra time to get up there, so you're getting shot at by the helicopters that spawned in on you. It doesn't seem like too much of a big deal until you realize that when you were killed, it dropped the package on the roof, and now you have to go get it. But you can't just take an elevator up there, now you have to get back onto the roof somehow. And this time you're getting shot at from a couple of angry helicopters. So I started just using a weaponized vehicle to go shoot the enemies guarding the bottom door, and then I walk in that way now. But for this run I thought it might be a fun idea to park my helicopter nearby, and why not exit through the roof anyway, but this time I will parachute off to the helicopter. It might be a little quicker than taking the Tampa down to the docks and calling a dinghy, or trying to find somewhere to defend while I call in the Sparrow and get out that way. Now I'll call in a weaponized vehicle. If you don't have one, the armored Kuruma or the Duke of Death is going to be just fine. And the building does have these pillars that kind of run along the way, and our guards like to stick their backs up against them, so they can be kind of hard to hit sometimes. See, they'd all often just drive right on up there. Once that's clear, I'm going to go in the bottom door, and it's that exact same deal as when we went in through the roof. And it's got that exact same flammable carpet.
Will be kept separate from irregular weapons. Look for gun lockers.
And so when I exit, I'm going to go to the roof instead of back to my Tampa because we're going to try and parachute down to the helicopter. Alright, I made it. I'm getting shot at though, almost died there. Well, I don't know how convenient that was, but we didn't lose our loot on the roof, and we're on our way back to the Kosatka. With that, we have now completed enough setup missions to begin the heist. So I will see you in the finale.